true story. I'm at the hospital. I'm at the hospital with mother. And after being in a room for several hours and waiting for a test or two to come back, my daughter and myself stepped outside to smoke a cigarette. This entire time I was in the emergency room in the back, I had no mask, I had no facial covering, I was no threat to anybody. Everything was hunky-dory. Until I tried to come back in the front. We initially went by ambulance, so we went in the back, and the front people didn't see. And this lady told me I wasn't allowed back there unless I covered, and I said, that ain't gonna happen. And I said, why are you requiring a covering for everybody? To protect the patients, she says. And I asked, from what? Logical question. You're asking me to cover my face to protect other patients. What from? Well, that's just our policy. I said, why? Why is it your policy? Because of COVID? And she's like, no, that's just no, she said, that's our policy. You just can't go back there without a mask. I said, ma'am, I was just back there 2 or 3 hours, and I came out here for a breath of air, and I'm going back to my wife. Well, you're not going back. Maybe got a little heated on my side. I don't know. Maybe she could have handled it a little bit better. But I thought I asked a decent question. Why will a facial covering protect other patients? What is it protecting them from? And why is it now a policy at the hospital? But my last point was, ma'am, these masks don't protect you from coronavirus. It says so on the box. Well, at that point, apparently, I turned away and I walked outside and I sat down on the outside, trying to figure out what I was going to do next, when 2 young police officers surround me, and this one in my face, because his chest or belly or whatever was about right here in my face, chest was in my face, and he had one of them goddamn cameras on him, and a bright red light and a bright yellow light. Well, I'm photosensitive, so I see that immediately, and I'm like, what are you doing? You recording me? Why? We got to record everybody we have interaction with. I said, I don't want interaction with you. Go away. I don't need you. I didn't do anything wrong. You don't need to be here. I don't know what has happened to common sense. I don't know what has happened to courtesy. I don't know what has happened to my country. And I really don't know how many more people care anyway. Peace.